are in the QBO gym, and the QBO gym is a place where we have numerous hands-on exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Each month covers a variety of new topics and scenarios, and to make it a little bit easier for you, we break it down into 4 different sections. So if you're looking to work on your bookkeeping skills, this is the place for you. And if you'd like to do some of these on your own and do our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge, be sure to click on the link in the description after we go through the exercise. But let's go ahead and get started. Today's exercise comes from our May Year 1 warm-ups section. At the top here is an animated video to give you a synopsis of what is going on in Craig's world this month. He is our fictitious business owner. Further down is an interactive pre-assessment quiz. Below that are all of the exercises in this section. And at the bottom here, after you have gone through all of the exercises in this section, we do have some sample marketing posts that you will unlock that you can share on your LinkedIn to share with, or you can use on your LinkedIn to share with everybody what you have learned so far. So let's go ahead and get started with today's exercise where we are going to practice recording the sales summary from Slice. So go ahead and click on that link to get the exercise pulled up for you. I have it over here on the right-hand side, so let's read through our scenario. Craig tells you that since he didn't use all the plants he bought for jobs, he sold quite a few at a local farmer's market and collected the money using a point of sale or POS system called Slice. Since it doesn't integrate with QBO, he provided you with his sales summary for last month, and you'll have to enter that data. So let's see how to record this. You need to click on the button under the animated video in this section to download the sales summary, as you will need it for this exercise. So if I scroll back up here to the top of the screen, here's the animated video, and then here is this button that says Slice Sales Summary. Go ahead and click on that button to download the summary. Once you do and you open it up, this is what it will look like. This is that sales summary telling you the total sales and then the breakdown of the cash and card, and then also the fees with it. Now, to do this exercise, you will need to be in the sample company. If you are not sure how to get into the sample company or get your own free QBOA account, be sure to click on the link in the description. I have the sample company pulled up right here on the left side of my screen. This is the dashboard, and once you sign in, this is what it will look like. So let's go ahead and get started with today's exercise. And as a note here, you will need to keep this session of the sample company open for this exercise and if you continue on to the next exercise. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you will need to do is create a clearing account. Now, a clearing account is a temporary holding place used to collect funds that will later be transferred elsewhere. So in the case of Slice and many other POS systems or third-party payment processors, Slice will collect the funds from the sale and then distribute them to the business owner minus a transaction fee, usually the next business day, but it may be delayed over the weekend or a holiday. So let's go ahead and set up that clearing account. We want to go to the account, click on Accountant Tools, and then select Chart of Accounts. So Accountant Tools is on the top of the screen. Click on that. And then under Quick Links, select Chart of Accounts. To create the new account, we need to click on the green New button. And then let's go ahead and fill this out. In the account field, we are going to type sale or slice clearing account. So click into that account name box, go ahead and type slice clearing account, which is right there. There we go. In the account type field, we're going to select bank. So account type, click into it, select bank. And then in the detail type field, we're going to select checking, even though this is not a bank account. It's just how it needs to be set up. So click into that box and then select checking, and then go ahead and click on the green save button. And now that clearing account has been created, and you can see it right here. So we will use a sales receipt to record the sales collected by slice. To do this, however, you first need to create a product service item for each line of the following lines in the sales summary: the check and cash or cash and check sales, credit card sales, and then slice fees. As we can see here, here is that cash, check, card, and then the fees itself. So first we will create the quote unquote product to collect the total cash check sales. Note that slice already has the details of the specific plants that Craig sold, so we don't need to track it at that level of detail here in QBO. So we're going to click on the gear icon and then select products and services. So the gear icon is on the top right corner of the screen. Click on that. And then under lists, you're going to select products and services. Now let's go ahead and create that. We're going to click on new. So click on the green new button. And we're going to select non-inventory. So go ahead and select that. In the name field, we want to type slice cash slash check sales. That's a lot of S's. So go ahead and click into that name field. Go ahead and type slice cash slash check sales. In the category field, we're going to type slice and then select plus add slice. So click into that category field, go ahead and type slice, and then we're going to add this as a new category, and this will put everything that we are creating in this one category here. So click plus add slice. It is going to double check that this is what you want. Go ahead and click on the green save button. Now in the income account field, we want to select sales of product income. So click into this box right here. And I believe it is the next one up. So just scroll up a little bit so that you can find sales of product income. Go ahead and click on that. And we are all good here. So go ahead and click on the green save and close button. That is on the bottom right corner of that screen. Go ahead and click on that. And now that one has been saved. Next, we will create the quote unquote product to collect the total credit card sales. Again, since Slice already has the details of the specific plants that Craig had sold, we do not need to track that level of detail here. So since this account is nearly identical to the cash check account that we just created, we can just duplicate it. So we're going to scroll down to find the one that we just created, which I believe will be towards the bottom here. Yep, it is the very last one here. We're going to click on the down arrow next to edit and then select duplicate. So click on that down arrow there and then select duplicate. And then you will see this appear for you. It is exactly like the last one that we just created. We just need to make some changes to it. So in the name field, we want to change it to Slice Credit Card Sales. So delete what is there and type Slice Credit Card Sales. And we're going to leave everything else as is, so you can go ahead and click on the green Save and Close button. That is down here. Click on that. Now that one has been saved. You can see that here. And now we're going to just do the same thing with the Slice Fees account. So we're going to click on the one that was the Slice Check Cash Check Sales product. We're going to click on the down arrow next to Edit once again and then select Duplicate. So go ahead and click on that and then select Duplicate. And now in the name field, we're going to change this to Slice Fees. So delete what is currently there. Go ahead and type Slice Fees. It is still in the slice category. We are going to, however, change the income account. So we are going to change this to commissions and fees. So click into that. And it should be, if you scroll down just a little bit, it is an expense account, which doesn't make maybe a total lot of sense if it's in an income account field, but this is for everything, whether you're choosing an income or an expense or any other type of account type. So let's go ahead and click on commissions and fees. Now note that QBO recognizes that this account may have special sales tax considerations. We will not be dealing with sales tax at this time, so just go ahead and confirm it. That is the green confirm button right here. Go ahead and click on that. And then we are all good here, so let's go ahead and click on Save and Close. That's the green button down at the bottom. And there we go, that one has been saved, and you can see all three of those that we just created are in that slice category, so that we have everything grouped together. Now, with the products and services now set up, it's time to create the sales receipt to record all of Craig's Farmers Market sales. We'll need to create two different sales receipts, one for the cash, which will go into undeposited funds account, and then one for the credit card sales, which goes into the clearing account. That's the one that we created earlier. So to create that sales receipt, we're going to click on the plus new button and then select sales receipt. The plus new button is on the top left corner of the screen. Click on that. And then under customers, select sales receipt. Now, Craig does not need to keep track of all of the individual customer names of his sales at the farmer's market. This is already available in Slice. So instead, we're just going to create a Slice sales customer. In a real life scenario, you could then use this customer for all future Slice sales records. So in the customer field, we're going to type Slice sales, then click plus add new slice sales. So click into that customer field, go ahead and type slice sales, and then click on the plus add new slice sales. You'll get this customer profile to appear, but there is nothing else about this new quote unquote customer that needs to be added and tracked here. So we are just going to click on the green save button that is down here on the bottom right corner. And now that one has been created. And now let's go ahead and fill out the sales receipt. Now for the date, you will need to use the date indicated on the sales summary. So if we look at here, it says that the period was for last month. So we need to select the last day of last month. So click into this calendar icon in the sales receipt date. For me, it is going to be April 30th, and for you, it may be different, and that's totally fine. Just make sure that it is the last day of last month. Now, this sales receipt is for all of the check transactions, or I'm sorry, cash transactions. So in the payment method field, we're going to select cash. That is this one right here. Click into that and then select cash. In the deposit to field, we want undeposited funds selected. For me, it is already selected. And undeposited funds is that holding account when you have cash or checks that need to go into the bank. It's the holding account until they physically make their way into the bank. Once they have physically made their way into the bank, you would move those, you would create a bank deposit transaction to indicate that it has been deposited. So right now, undeposited funds is the right account for this cash. So now we can fill out the rest of this sales receipt. So on the first line in the product service field, we're going to select slice cash/check sales. So click into that product service field. You can go ahead and start typing slice to get it to appear for you. We want the one that is for cash and check. So go ahead and click on that. Now, if we go into the receipt here or the sales summary right here, you will see that $625 was paid in cash. So that is what we are going to add here in the amount field. Click into that and type $625. We're going to uncheck the tax box. So click on that tax box right there. And now everything is looking good. So we're going to click on the black save button. Go ahead and click on that right there. And now that sales receipt has been saved. Now, since the two sales receipts are going to be so similar, it just makes sense to make a copy of this one and then just edit that second one. So we're going to click on the More tab or wording down here on the bottom. Click on that and then go ahead and select Copy. All right, and it's showing you that this is a copy of this sales receipt. So let's go ahead and update it to match what we need for the credit card sales. We're going to delete cash in the payment method field. And note that we already know these are credit card sales, so we do not need to track the individual type of card, as Slice already has all of that information. So we're going to go into this. You can just delete it completely so that it is blank. In the deposit to field, we want to add that Slice clearing account. So let's click that down arrow, and then you will see Slice clearing account. Go ahead and select that. And then let's update this line right here. So on that first line in the product service field, we're going to select Slice credit card sales. Go ahead and click that down arrow. You will see that it is the one right below it. So go ahead and click on Slice credit card sales. And then if we look at the receipt here, it looks like it is $125 was collected on cards. So in the amount field, we want to type 125. Go ahead and do that. Now on the second line, we are going to add the Slice fees. So in that product service field on the second line, select that, click into it. Once again, you can type or you can search for it. Once you find Slice fees, go ahead and select it. And then in the amount field, we want to type negative $1.88. So click into that, do a minus $1.88, because if you look at the receipt, that is how much the fees were. For this, for the summary. And the reason that we type that minus $1.88 rather than just keeping it positive is because that is the fees that is pulled from the amount that Craig is receiving from Slice. Remember, when using a POS system, they collect the funds and then they distribute it with a fee removed from it. So that is why we need to do a negative $1.88, because this is the total that he actually is receiving, not the $750. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and uncheck both tax boxes. Remember, it is only for the purposes of this exercise that we are not dealing with sales tax, but in a real life scenario, it may be a little bit different. So go ahead and click on the tax boxes to uncheck both of those. And now we have that total of $123.12. We are all good here. We have completed this. And so now we can go ahead and click on the green Save and Close button. Go ahead and do that. And that has been saved. And there you go. You have now recorded the sales summaries. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. If you'd like to move on, be sure to leave this session of the sample company open, as you will need it for the next exercise in the warm-up section, where we practice recording the Slice transfer. And I will see